some of it may be hilarious to you, some of it's just more weird, you know, and then you just, it's either going to be your cup of tea or not. I mean, I just got really Jewish.
The one thing is,
I'm not doing a hit record show here at Southland right now. No, it's hit record, hit record, it's a play on words. You know?
The movie is about a kind of energy and a kind of physicality, or like a kind of, it's an experience, you know? It's maybe closer to something more like a video game or a poem or something, or even a piece of, you know, music, electronic music. So I wanted to work with musicians, or I wanted to work with composers who have a really kind of physical element to their music, something that's bombastic and disruptive and beautiful.
I was the first one to read the script, and you know, I have an understanding of his scripts, and we both sort of knew it's important to the whole element that maybe there was like some pop. I mean, the movie is very pop related. You have the Britney Spears, you have the like interjected YouTube clips, so it made sense. And Selena actually flew into Nashville and auditioned in our living room, which was pretty amazing. She earned that part.
He's such a unique guy, you know what I mean? I've never worked with a director like this before. And the one thing that he did was he would always just send positive messages and positive vibes on set the whole time. There was nothing that you did, nothing was wrong. Everything that you did was right. And especially with a lot of improv, you don't really get that stuff. So working with a director like this is just, I've never felt more confident, and I grew so much, I learned so much, and I owe it all to harmony.
For Korea, my target market is mothers. Give me that look. We're talking about mothers, but and this is hopefully something that rings true to a lot of people. I would say, especially in Korea, where image is very important. Be a doctor, a lawyer, as you said, in a category. That when we get to a point where we have enough success stories where a mother goes to her other mother friends in their little mother gathering, and they brag about their kid. My daughter, and she's doing a startup thing, and she's running an accelerator. My son is so smart, he's gonna be the next Steve Jobs. And they're like, oh, really? My son is just gonna be a doctor or something like that. When that happens, then we've really won the game and really have made a shift in the culture.
If you don't know how to work technology now, something is really, really wrong with you. I had a conversation with my son the other day. One of his teachers is still old school, so they wanted him to go to the library and get a book, and he couldn't find the book. And I was like, son, if you go to cliffnotes.com.
So I used Blade Runner as my demo because it's one of the greatest movies ever made. And it's got tons and tons of great eye candy. It's got, all this neon and mise-en-scène just happening. And so we wrap it around the user through this outpainting technique. And every time, Deckard runs past one of those brightly red lit neon, the user actually feels and experiences red light over here. When the spinner lights end up in the lower corner, their entire living room is then being lit by the police spinner lights. So your brain actually starts to make you feel more present and somewhat more participatory.
It really drove home for me, how important it is to have a clean, beautiful website, whether it's a Tumblr theme, which, almost all of the Tumblr themes really lend themselves to just clean, spaces and images, and Squarespace is another great one that's a very simple and inexpensive tool to build a website, but it's so important to just let people see your work and not make it hard for them, and the music and the flash and the animation is not necessary.
see market, one more. Better get sensitive, never one from this. Not me on the budget, yeah, this is. Rock it up like a game, man, and I'm this, man, I'm it. Yeah, move your toes and sing up. Then you see your parts every. Me put up on this poor body. Run the fire, fix it, see your back up.
And if you hear me, come and join the revolution. One king, one faith, one religion. And if you hear me, come and join the revolution.
Put my mind on my money and my sound. I've got me some secrets, yeah. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't shit dead. Now this types of shit, it happens all the time. You gotta get yours, nigga, I gotta get mine. Everything is fine if you're listening to the video shoot. The cultivate the music that be captivating. Hey, who listen to the words that I speak as I take me a drink to the middle of the street and get the back into this bitch named Sadie. She used to be my homegirl's lady. With us 80 degrees when I told the bitch please raise her from his dick.
South by and Sundance is the difference between whiskey and snow.